the chairperson of these two committees. Their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The president is determined to spend what we need to spend. The $3 trillion we spent plus $1 trillion more, that's about 20% of GDP. I mean, that's just absolutely historic. And we're prepared to put more money on the table.
Yeah, but just keep printing it. What the hell? Keep printing it. It's okay for guys like him that have $1 billion. So all this printing of money, if the value of his money goes from $1 billion, goes down a couple $100,000, it doesn't affect him. But somebody's making $38,000, $48,000, $58,000, $68,000. This is killing you. Why do you think gold has been going up so much? Welcome to Phil's Gang. This is insane. Here's what I don't get. He's saying he's going to spend another $4 trillion, $2 trillion, maybe in total $6 trillion. Do you know, and don't get me wrong, 168,000 deaths. Okay, that's a lot of deaths. I get that. But there was 200,000 deaths from the swine flu under Obama. He spent $7 billion total. We're spending $215 billion so far every month. $215 billion a month. We had 163,000 deaths. He had, I think it was 200,000 deaths. He had more deaths than we had. Flu. If you look at the flu, you had almost you had more deaths with the flu than you do with this virus. Cancer. 609,000 people die a year from cancer. We're not putting masks on everybody. We're not printing all this money. 215 billion a month just to prop up the banks. That's insane. And then on top of that, another 125 billion a month. Then another 608 million a month. 750 billion a month. This is insane. That's why gold's going to continue to go up. And stop worrying about gold. Everybody's worried that gold pulled back. We had, 9 straight weeks of gold going up, and people now are panicking. It's pulled back. What are you, nuts? When Mnuchin's, what he's saying is they're going to destroy the dollar totally. The only reason why we saw gold pull back a little bit is because of the fact the job numbers went up. And the job numbers went up. So when job numbers go up, the dollar goes up and gold comes down. That's not going to last. If you really look at the job numbers, they're horrible, terrible. The job numbers are really bad. They're not that good. And when they tell us the unemployment rate is 10.2%, that's a bunch of BS. It's really 18 to 20%. Do you remember when Trump was running the first time? He said it could be 20 to 40% because they're not counting the discouraged workers. If you add back in the discouraged workers, the people they don't count as unemployed, especially the ones after a year, they drop off. You don't know where they go. They disappear in the sky somewhere. If you add them back, you're near 20%, 18 to 20%. That's the real. That's where we were with the Great Depression. Great Depression. So, somewhere along the line here, don't worry about gold. It's going to keep going up. When they're telling us they're going to spend $4 trillion, maybe another $2 trillion, that's $6 trillion, $8 trillion, on 163,000 deaths. But on 200,000 deaths, we spend $7 billion. What is going on? This thing is getting out of control. Now remember, gold rallies, okay, when there's a negative real interest rate. So don't worry about gold. Do you think they're going to raise rates? Real interest rates, okay, are negative. In other words, when inflation is higher than the interest rate, that's bad. Gold's going to go up. That's right. When inflation is higher than your interest rate, which is at zero, which is easy to get your interest rate, your inflation higher, that's excellent for gold. Investors do not believe in this rally. That's why gold's going up. Why? Because they've lost confidence in the dollar. When you hear Mnuchin here,
the president is determined to spend what we need to spend. The $3 trillion we spent plus $1 trillion more, that's about 20% of GDP. I mean, that's just absolutely historic.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, that's we should get Cuddle. Let's double check with those numbers. We got to depend on Larry to keep it together. Larry, what are the numbers?
So help me out here. I got 3.
Yeah.
I got 3 plus 4. That's 7 plus 2 from the Fed's money supply. That's 9 trillion.
Yeah, 9 trillion. Mnuchin says it's 4, and maybe he's going to add 2. So who's right here? They don't even know how much they're printing. They just keep the printing machine going 24/7. This is stupid. And the stock market keeps going up. Keeps going up when gold is going up, which tells you how fake the stock market is. It's unbelievable. So again, remember, don't get nervous about gold because we have real negative interest rates. That's going to go on for a long time. So gold's going to keep going up just on that alone. Investors have lost confidence totally in the dollar because, remember, due to the global debt of $222 trillion, they have to keep printing money. They're alone, they're printing money. Never mind what Mnuchin's doing. So they have no confidence in the dollar, which means they have no confidence in these rallies. And also remember, when you have this virus, it's affecting small business, especially small businesses, and the Federal Reserve, okay, keeps intervening, keep printing more money, so they can print even more money to buy bonds, okay, from the corporate bonds, from the large corporations. They don't go bankrupt. I mean, there's so many things it's going to keep driving gold, so don't worry about it. I mean, this is crazy. All you got to know is when to get out. That's all. My members, we already took profits on our gold. Been taking profits all the way. This is crazy. Pelosi, I mean, she's insane, this woman. Listen to what she's saying.
Let us all be prayerful that we can meet the needs of the American people, especially as we all watch the angst that is associated with sending children back to school. What the president's advisor said it really shows the weakness and the meagerness of what the president proposed. First of all, he's saying states have the money. No, they don't. They have expenses from the coronavirus. They have lost revenue. Because of that, they are firing healthcare workers.
Wait, stop it. What a liar she is. She's asking to bail out states. these Democratic states, of course, they're going to build out their cities, they've destroyed. I mean, this is not true what she's saying, not true at all. She could care less. She could care less about you or me. God, when she uses this prayer thing, it really drives me nuts. She used it, twice yesterday.
This being a Sunday morning, I just recall a prayer that says, pray for those who are hungry.
I don't, religion is terrific, I get that, but keep it to yourself. When you start using it like that, you're masking something. Talk about that a little bit when we get back. Just nuts.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, I'm going to have, and we're getting close now, only 55 people will be participating in our August 15th. That's noon to 3 p.m., 3 hours. We're going to be really talking about the market and what do you do when this market starts to correct itself. And, we're going to have a correction. We're going to have a crash. No question about that. Nobody ever focuses on that. You're always calling your broker, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And they don't help you. They want you to stay in the stock. They don't show you how to make money. And they also don't show you how to, make money when the market's going down. I've always said, if you have a card, don't you have reverse in your car? Well, why don't we have reverse in stock? So we're going to be working, and now remember, it's archived for 2 weeks, so if you can't make it on that Saturday, that's okay. It's only $99, and the reason we limit to 55 people, because people ask, can't you have as many as you want online? Sure we can, but the problem is we can't service more than the 55 people. Last time we had over 125 people, and it was almost impossible for us to get back to everybody. After the webinar, everybody's calling us and want this answer and that. We can't do it. So I said, let's just do 55. So we're getting there close. So please, if you haven't signed up yet, and you're going to enjoy it, it's going to be a lot of fun, and you're going to, for the first time, you're going to wake up and say, I don't really care if the market goes down anymore because I'm going to make money. And you will. You'll get that kind of confidence. And if you don't think the market's going to go down, you can listen to all these BSers. Listen to all of these idiots on these fake business news network. I've been in this business a long time. 45 years? I've been on this earth 74 years. And I can tell you, we have 500 stocks in the S&P. And remember, 495 of the stocks, earnings, profits, think of profits, dropped 38% for 495. Only 5 companies grew by 2%. 5 out of 500. And you're telling me you don't think this is different this time? Be prepared. Be prepared. I'm going to show you how to do that. So Steve and I will be doing this on August 15th. Limited to 55 people, and I promise you're going to walk out, or when you're going to do it, obviously we're going to do it online, but you're going to say, God, I wish I knew this long ago. And we're going to help you with this, okay? Because not to be prepared is insane. Now, let's talk about going back to Pelosi. She's a nutcase, okay? First of all, when she starts quoting all the prayers and prayer, if you're a religious person, most religious people keep their religion to themselves. They don't go and showcase it. I remember my father, when I was a little kid, and my mother used to get really mad. We'd sit at the end of the church, Catholic church, where you go and sit at the pews, and he'd say, watch this. He says, it's the same people that Philip, when they're going to, you watch these people, they always come in church late, and they walk all the way down the aisle. to the front. Watch, he says. The same people every day. They walk all the way down so everybody can see them, so they think they're really holy and they're good people. He says, all those people, they all owe me money. they all screwed me. They all owe me money. Just the ones that sit in the back, they're all my best clients. They're all my best clients. Oh my God! I don't want to get into it. It just drives me nuts. So the bottom line is this: Pelosi says, "No, we're not using all this money to bail out these Democratic cities that are in trouble." Exactly what they're doing. Exactly. She says they don't have money problems. Of course they do. The main issue. Okay, the main illness is Democratic-run cities and states have a terrible disease. Okay, a terrible disease. Corruption. If you look at any Democratic city or state, they're terribly run. And the same cities and states been in the Democratic hands for years. How is that? Why is it like Chicago and Detroit in the same hands for 30 years when they destroyed the inner cities? They destroyed these cities. How do they get elected? Every year. It's easy. Because they control the unions. Remember Pelosi just said she was talking about sanitation, all these people that are going out of work, and she brought up sanitation. Yeah, let's talk about sanitation department. It's a great example. A Detroit sanitation union leader was hired by the city. Then just one day after being hired, he was granted an indefinite leave of absence. He retired at age 50. He's receiving yearly pension of $158,000 a year. That's a total of $5 million. And if he buys a dirt bed early, he dies before his wife. His wife not only is entitled to the remaining money, but it reverses. Let's say he's had it for 10 years. It doesn't start to 10 years. It reverses back and starts year one again for the wife. It reverses. Cities are broke. And why? Because of pensions. See, all these cities like New York, Chicago, New Jersey, California, these states and the cities, Illinois, they're always broke. Because to keep that control, the Democratic control on a city or state, they need to keep funding. And how they do it is again, it's all through taking care of the unions. You got in Chicago alone, 23 retired Chicago union officials. They are collecting $56 million in pension funds. Can you imagine? You want to know why they're running out of money? And the other thing is, to just take the police. A lot of these police in these Democratic-controlled cities, okay, remember, these Democrats in cities, they need that police vote to get reelected. So they give them whatever they want. So a lot of these cities with these pensions, these cities are broke. Of course, that's what this money's about. It's all about funding these pensions in these state and city pensions. Be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The point I'm trying to make is that, again, don't lose sight of gold, okay? Your gold stocks are going to continue to go up because the dollar's going to continue to get killed because they're going to keep printing and printing all this money to bail out all these cities. And all these Democrat-run cities are in real deep trouble because for years they've been pushing these pensions. Because the Democrats, if they want to get reelected, they got to get the union bosses on their side. Like sanitation, we just talked about that in the last break, sanitation. I mean, this one guy, he's getting $5 million. Police in some of these cities, they make deals, the union guy. And I'm saying all the police, I'm not saying anything bad about the police. What I'm saying is the union leader of the police. He can go cut a deal with the city or the state or the governor, if he's state troopers. They'll cut a deal because they need their votes to get in. They need the unions. So some of these pensions are just absolutely crazy. They can't make it, and that's why the inner cities are in such shambles. That's why they're so poor. And you keep asking, well, these cities, the inner cities are so poor, so bad. These cities are in such bad shape. Roads are terrible. Everything's terrible. Why do they keep reelecting them? Because they keep reelecting the union leader of sanitation, the police, this, that, the fire. So these towns get worse and worse. So what Schumer and Pelosi is doing is they want to take the money and give it back to these unions because they need these unions to keep supporting the Democrats, to keep controlling those cities, those states, especially swing states. And you and I get screwed because it's our money. It's our money. That is the problem. So what does this all mean on the big picture? The market's going to crash. This is another thing that's going to pull the market down. It's another thing that's going to move gold up. And that's why I'm begging you, please do yourself a favor. And if you can't make it on Saturday, that's okay, because it's be archived for 2 weeks, so you can do it at your own leisure. But at least understand what shorting is. At least understand, how do you identify a pattern that you know, okay, I better get out. Your broker, your planner, the guy that takes care of your 401k, he's not going to tell you. Understand that you can make money when the market's going down, and the market goes down 10 times faster than it goes up. And things are only going to get worse, not better. When you're spending, as I say, think about it. Obama spent $7 billion total on the swine flu that killed 200,000 people. We're at 168,000 people. We're almost up to $7 trillion, $8 trillion. Are you nuts? You can't keep spending money like this and grow the economy. That's what gold is telling us. So you have one little pullback. One day, people, look at that, gold's coming back, gold's coming back. Please, it went up for 9 weeks, 9 weeks in a row. Not 9 days, 9 weeks. And if you go and look on the color-coded charts that we have, our gold stocks, like GLD, for example, okay, it's doing fine. Now, the other thing I told you for the last 2 weeks, I said, look, there's going to be a rotation. Here, listen to this, what this guy says right here. It's going to be a rotation. Now they're listening to me.
Very importantly, we think what's worked over the last few months is not going to be what's hot over the next 6 months. So you want to look at different areas for the next leg of the stock market rally.
So what he's talking about is what I've been telling you. The FANG stocks, they're starting to get clobbered. They're starting to get hurt. And we can see that. And the FANG stocks, remember, as I said, 495 stocks are all going down, and you got plunged 38%. 5 stocks grew by 2% earnings, and you think that this market's not going to crash? How can you think that? So here's the other thing. Some of the stocks that we've been working with, I told my gang members for a month now, we call them our opportunity stocks. They're our bank stocks. I said these stocks are going to start climbing because they're going to get out of the FANG stocks and start going into the bank stocks. Sure enough, look at our Bank of America, beautiful on our chart, green, going up nicely. KRE, that's the ETF for the regional banks, starting to do beautiful. We had a beautiful day on Friday, starting to go up because people are starting to again rotate. The problem is 99.99% of the people are going to wait until the bank stocks, the airline stocks, watch the airline stocks start going. They're already starting to move. Matter of fact, American Airlines, I've shown my members today, just started to turn green because the closer that they get the vaccine together, and remember, with the election, they're going to say the vaccine is going to be another 4 weeks. They got to use that to move the market up more. You watch how the JetBlue will take off. Big time, okay? It's already moved on Friday. Still red. That's the beautiful thing about my chart. It's still red. It's telling us not enough money has come into JetBlue yet. Not enough money from the insurance funds. Not enough money from the hedge funds, the big boys. Haven't come in yet. Not enough money from the banks buying JetBlue. But when that turns green, we're going to buy. So every morning, we got our eye on the airlines. We got our eye on oils. Look at our Hess. Hess is doing beautiful for us right now. Up nicely again today. Beautiful. Nice move today in Hess. So these are the stocks my members are in because they're going to catch them off the bottom. And you should too. So they're riding these stocks up. And then when this market is ready to crash, we'll be out of these stocks. And we'll be set to ride it back down. So please, just do yourself a favor. This would be the best $99 you ever spent. But we also have, remember, Winnebago. Remember when everybody started buying Winnebago? when right at the flu? And boy, it started on, was it March 19th? Winnebago started to go up, right? Started to go straight up. And then about I think it was around July 6th, I said, let's get ready to short it. Now let's get ready to short it. And sure enough, it turned red. And look at this. It went from Winnebago went from a high of $71. Today it's down to $58. And we went from green to red. Told us it was 18% she's dropped. And better than that, she went from $15 up to about $69. 360% move on that stock. And all you had to do is not only wait till it turns green to catch it on the way up, but the better part is now the members that own the stock will be taking their money off, which they did. Okay, the members took it off. They took it off between let's see, June 25th and July 6th, and then started to short it. All you got to do is push a button. It's a short. That's all. You don't even know what it means. So we got the tools. We want to share them with you. And all we ask you to start doing well, please help St. Jude. That's simple. Okay? So that's what we need. So again, don't worry about your gold. Your gold's going to do fine. And the more crazy they get with this flu, as I said, to me it's a big scam. It's to make money. That's what it's all about, to make money. We've never seen so much money printed. Think again. We started in 2018, $14 billion a day they were printing to prop the market up and the economy up, right? Now it's $125 billion a day from $14 billion. That's on top of $750 billion a month, on top of the $215 billion a month, on top of the $608 million an hour. $608 million an hour. This never ends. And you're telling me this market's not going to correct? Of course it's going to correct. But we got some good stocks that you should really be participating in, especially the oils that nobody wants, and especially the airlines that nobody wants. So join my gang, free for 10 days. We'll go over these stocks. It's free for 10 days. We'll go over these stocks with you for 10 days. We'll show you. We'll show you where to get into these things. I mean, I can't offer anything better than free for 10 days. Join the gang. And don't forget, too, remember, $99, August 15th, limits to 55 folks. So please
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can.
Phil'sGang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With Phil'sGang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to Phil'sGang.com. Phil'sGang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, Phil'sGang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. Phil'sGang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to Phil'sGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, Phil'sGang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. Phil'sGang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Listen to this.
I think, Wilfred, what derails this market isn't more China-US tension, isn't more political differences. It would be if we get them large-scale bankruptcies. That is what derails this market. Otherwise, you have a very strong technical supporting this marketplace.
Now, what he's saying by technical supporting the market, he's talking about the money they keep printing to keep propping this market up. So he's saying if there's bankruptcies, and there's going to be a ton of them in commercial real estate, commercial is getting slaughtered. But let's say for a moment the market keeps going up because of the money they're printing and putting in. Remember, the money's not going in. You got to understand this. Money isn't going into a company where he takes the money, the CEO, and builds a new factory, or buys new machinery, new equipment, does some IT spending so that productivity increases so he can pay higher wages to his folks, so you get a higher wage, right? That you can go out and spend. You can go save. You can go borrow money, start your own business. No. None of that's happening. All the money is going, no money is going into a company for economic growth. They don't care about economic growth anymore. They don't care about the economy growing as long as their wallet is growing by taking the money, putting it back into their own company by buying their own stock. But shouldn't you know at some point, shouldn't you at least understand if it all falls apart, when should you get out of Apple? Shouldn't you know when to get out of Apple? You don't. Apple's at $449 right now. Do you know when to get out of it? My members do. My members know when to get out of it. Now, let's take Microsoft. Microsoft, another one, okay, having a lot of trouble at $216. Now, a lot of people have made a lot of money on Microsoft. But do you know when to get out? No, you don't. But we do. Because as soon as the institutions pull their money out, it will turn red. We'll show you this on August 15th. We'll show you this. It works. How about Amazon? Do you know when to get out of Amazon? And Amazon's having a hell of a time right now. Amazon's having trouble trying to push above a high of 3,240. Having a hell of a time. It's stuck. Microsoft is stuck now, pulling back. They can't get. Microsoft is having a hell of a time getting above 216. So all these stocks have had it, but I would think you'd want to know when to get out, but you never do. And then you give all that money back. You did it in 1987. You did it in the dot-coms. You did it in a housing financial con. Now you're going to do it again. So for all those people that are in Facebook, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple, it would behoove you to spend $99 to find out when are those stocks going to drop. And if you can't make it on the 15th, then fine. You got 2 weeks to go to the site, and it's right there. But for heaven's sakes, do something, all right? Everybody's on those stocks. Think of it. 500 stocks have dropped 38%. Or 495 stocks. And nobody thinks about that. And only 5 stocks are up. That's absolutely insane. How can you have the earnings season, you had these 5 stocks grow by 2%, but 495 stocks went down 38% when it comes to earnings. And everybody thinks the market's going to keep going up. Enjoy the market. We're enjoying the market going up. As I told you, we're buying a lot of oil companies right now that have been beaten down. We're starting to buy the airlines. We're starting to buy the banks. These are all out of favor while everybody's buying the FANG stocks. That's how we bought gold. That's how we caught gold. Some of it goes up over 100%. That's how you do it when it's out of favor. Before I run out of time, do you know what was buried? First of all, Pelosi and Schumer's plan, they're liars. They're trying to get the money, nothing to do with the virus, all has to do with bailing out these terribly run Democratic states and cities. And they're all being destroyed because of the pensions. Because to buy the union's vote, the only way these people can keep maintaining their leadership in these Democratic states and cities is they have to buy the votes of the police. They have to buy the votes of the union, buy the fire department and the garbage collectors, and they run these cities, and they're the worst cities in the world. Worst cities in the world, run terribly. But what she also buried in her bill, get this, multi-million-dollar bill. She's going to put in a federal mask mandate, federal funding of state and local mask mandate, where it's going to be mandated. And what they're doing is they're going to fund what they call the mask police. They're called mask monitors. Get this. That's equal to the Nazi brown shirts, for God's sakes. And the app, like your app that tells you where you are, they can follow you anywhere, and it will go off if it identifies that you've been near someone and that's been tested positive for this virus. And you're going to be forced to carry digital certificates. The same thing as the brown shirts. Remember, you had to go from city to city, you had to show your papers. You're on the street, somebody stopped you, got to show your papers. Now you just pull out your cell phone and show your digital certificate indicating you are vaccinated or immune from this virus. Isn't this is where we're going? With 163,000 people dead. We didn't do that with 200,000 people dead. We're not doing it for the 609,000 people a year dying from cancer. What the hell is going on here? So the best thing to do is make as much money as you can. But more than making money, keep what you made. And that's simply, how do I know to get out? When do I get out of all this crazy stuff? I mean, so no matter what you do in this market, at least learn how to identify when the institutions say, uh-oh, the money's reversing, the money is reversing. You got to at least do that. And if you're in a 401k, God, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, you're just going to sit there and get clobbered. And that is a horrible thing. Nothing worse than being in a 401k. Those are the worst products. I heard, again, this weekend, I was driving around, always Saturday, these people who say on the radio, we can guarantee you, when the market goes down, you don't lose any principal. You only make money when the market goes up. These people should be put in jail. When the market goes down, you don't lose any principal. These are insurance salespeople. They're selling you an insurance policy. All it means is if your stock goes down and you're at $80 and the S&P goes down to $40, okay, they're saying they're going to make sure you didn't lose that money. But you pay dearly for that. The upfront fees are huge. And read the small print. If you want to get out of this thing, because once you find out, here's the trick. When it goes from 80 down to 40, now when the market goes from 40 back up to 80, you don't get that. Read the fine print. If a stock goes up 30, 40% on the way back up, you don't get that. The insurance company gets that. You're locked to maybe 1 or 2% of it, maybe 3% of it. How do you think they can make sure when a stock goes from 80 down to 40 that they guarantee you don't lose principal? How do you think they do that? Do you think anybody could stay in business? Any insurance company could stay in business guaranteeing you that? The way they trick you is that when it goes from 80 down to 40, yeah, they guarantee that, no question. But on the way back up, you're screwed. Because if it's going up 40%, 30%, you don't get those gains. You get 1, 2, 3%, if you're lucky. And then the fees are horrendous. One fee will send a salesman, an insurance salesman kid to Yale. One fee. And people don't understand that. The fees are horrendous, terrible fees. And they always get that upfront fee from you. I mean, it's the biggest scam. So the next time you hear, oh, don't worry, we're going to protect you. Anytime the market goes down, you don't lose. You only make money when the market goes up. Think about that statement. Does that make any sense? Could anybody stay in business? The best thing to do when the market goes down, make money when it goes down by learning how to short it. That's what we're going to do on August 15th. Remember, limited 55. We're getting pretty close to fill it up. So do save a spot for yourself. It's archived for 2 weeks in case you can't make it. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.